This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, pet lovers. This is Michelle Fern, your host on Best Bets for Pets. You know, summer's coming, and that means all of us pet lovers have to think about special things we need to have on hand for our pets, especially in the summer, if not, all year round. And one of those things is a product we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, Michelle Fern here, your host on Best Bets for Pets and Catitude. Ben and Jerry's has frozen treats for dogs. I know Nikki is going to love this. He loves a frozen treat. They have two different flavors. One is Punch's Mix, which is peanut butter and pretzel, and the other one is Rosie's Batch, which is pumpkin and mini cookies. I kind of like both of those flavors too, but my absolute favorite is fish food. Anything Ben & Jerry's is always fabulous because the quality is so good and their mixes are so delicious. Be sure to check out more about these frozen dog desserts as well as pictures of all the caniners at the Ben & Jerry's Vermont office at benjerry.com. That's BENJERRY.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to welcome Gail Beregovich. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. You did.
Okay. With Jax Cali Wipes. Welcome, Gail.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm so excited to have you on again. I love your wipes and, your local, which is doing a little special to our local manufacturers in South Florida. Tell us, for people that may not have heard the first show, Jax Cali Wipes are, they're paw wipes, paw and body wipes. But what's really adorable is how the name came about. Can you share that with us?
Yes, sure. Of course, Jax and Cali are the family's dachshunds. Jax is the male. He's a little bit bigger than Cali, and Cali is the female. They're both from the same litter. They're litter mates, and they look almost identical, except for a few parts. They're both piebald dachshunds. They're white and brown, and they are absolutely adorable. They do everything together. They sleep together. They move together. One looks at the other. One waits for the other when they walk. They're truly twins. And Jax and Cali became the name for our product. It was because of the need for these particular products for Jack. So that's how the name came about.
I love when you hear the backstory of names and, how a product became, developed and came to fruition, because it's always interesting. And it's so much of it is, I needed this and I couldn't find it. So yes. I thought, let me make it, So yes. And, especially I wanted to talk about Jax Cali Wipes now because, hey, summer. I mean, we're in South Florida. We have summer almost year round, but summer is like summer. And with summer, you need to pay special attention to your dog's paw pads and paws. Beware of the ground, the heat of the pavement, of course. But the other thing is there's a lot of things that can get into the paw pads. And that's why I think Jax Cali Wipes are so important, because while you're cleaning up, there's a lot of debris and such that can be removed. I'm going a little bit ahead, but tell us, what was the need? You said it was for Jax, but then we started talking, so what happened? How did it go?
Okay, I'll tell you the story. I always wash Jax and Cali's paws every time we come in from the outside. I feel that it's very, very, very necessary because of all the dirt and the allergens that are carried in on the paws. It'd be the same thing if you were walking in with your shoes and you walked all over the house and you walked all over the grass first, you walked over the pavement, and then you just walked, and let's say you got on your furniture and you had your shoes on also. Most of our pets do jump up on the furniture or put up on the furniture. And some of them sleep with us, which our Jax and Cali do all of the above. And so I used to put them into the slop sink when I came in, and I would fill the basin with a little bit of water, take shampoo, a washcloth, so forth and so on, and wash the feet, because there's just what you said, there's dirt and debris that gets in between and under the nails. And then they scratch or they itch. They put that paw in their ear when they have an itch. They transfer those germs, that bacteria, even if you're not worried about your house or about your furniture, they spread that bacteria into their own body by putting it in their ear, scratching by their mouth. They have an open wound and it itches and they scratch, the same thing happens. So I would do the 4 paws for Cali, dry her, put her down. Then I pick up Jack, do that, put him down. And that gets tiring after 3 or 4 times a day. So I said, okay, there's got to be a better way. I'm not the only person in the world. So that's how I started looking at wipes for dogs and cats. And I started ordering. And I tell you, Michelle, almost everyone on the market. And everyone that came in performed dismally. They either were too wet. They were not wet enough. They were very thin. Everyone is thin. And what would happen is, because I go under the nails and in between, they'd rip. So you take 1, then you end up taking 2, or you take 3. They didn't stretch, they didn't last, and I'd end up basically wiping the paw with my own palm. I said, this is a disaster. And then on top of it, I looked at the ingredients. My gosh, these are things I wouldn't put on myself, let alone on our little friends that have no choice about anything.
You know what? I just want to ask something. So,
Yes.
So many people, especially, we're recording in 2021. We're still very end of the pandemic. Everybody's
Yes.
become much more germ aware or germophobic, maybe. And you know, I heard so many crazy stories of people getting so nervous they were using wipes for people with alcohol on their pets.
Terrible.
And that is the worst thing, because alcohol is very drying. Dogs lick their paws. And like you said, the ingredients that are in the wipes are very important because, like you said, they itch, paws are in the mouth. They use their mouth to clean, to remove.
And they ingest that. It goes into them. And that's the same thing, Michelle, with baby wipes. Babies don't lick their backsides. Dogs and cats lick their backsides. They lick wherever, just what you're saying. It is so important. The alcohol, it dries, it burns. That's where the difference is also, is that with our paw and body wipes, they have aloe. They have B3 and vitamin E. So it nourishes and it also moisturizes the paws. And during this COVID time, these are even more important for everybody to use, because these are safe for humans too, because anything we have that we come out with that can go on your friend, can go on the humans also.
And you know, I just wanted to add as a kind of a little bit of a side note, but maybe not too much of a side note. When you're using, you know, the paw wipes, the body wipes, you're also kind of being a detective, because when I use the wipes, I find if there's a burr in my dog's paw. You're fastidious about the paws and being clean. I'm not always that good. I try to be, though, but with the paw wipes, I am, and it's so convenient. So then you can find out if there's anything in the paw bed. You know, it's my beloved Zeus, who's now gone, but he had furry paws, and that made it even more of a challenge. Also, the body wipes, you know, even if you don't live in an area where you think you have ticks, guess what? You might have them, because in a suburb of South Florida, it's not woodsy or anything, but There was one year, there was a lot of ticks around. And
exactly.
You have the wipes, you're going over the whole body and you can find ticks. So kind of like a side benefit, I think, on being so on top of it. We're going to take a short break and we're going to come right back and talk about your other products, Keys. You have other cool things besides the paw and body wipes. So we'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back, right after we kibble a little with our sponsors.
Hello, pet lovers. This is Michelle Fern. And we do so much for our pets and for everyone during the day. We're busy with work and this and that. We need a little me time, right? Well, this is what I've been doing to give myself a little refresher during the day. I love a good mystery, and I love hidden object murder mystery games because it just sharpens my mind when I'm in that, maybe mid-afternoon slump. In this game called June's Journey, you awaken your inner sleuth and you step right into this thrilling adventure that's set in the roaring 20s. You play as June Parker. She's an amateur detective solving the mysterious murder of her sister. This game is totally free to download, and it really puts your power of observation, your memory skills, and logic skills to the test. And it leaves you totally refreshed to take on the rest of your day. So join the 30 million fans across the globe and awaken your inner detective with June's Journey. It's very fun, so be sure to check out June's Journey. You can download June's Journey free today on the Apple App Store or on Google Play.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking to Gail of Jax and Cali Wipes. So, Gail, another thing that I love about your wipes is they are individually packaged.
Yes. We have two types, and one of them is what I really love are the individual sachets. They're the same exact wipe, the same size, the 8.5 by 11, which is the largest size on the market and the thickest, also the most GSMs they go by. Anyhow, these are packaged in a small package that you pull open, and there you have your pre-moistened wet wipe that you can use for on the go. So if you're hiking, or let's say you went to the beach, you went to the dog park and you put your dog into the car and they have the muddy or the dirty paws or whatever, you have them right with you. You can slip it in your pocket. You can slip it in your handbag, wherever. It's great. Keep them in the car. They're wonderful.
I think they're great. And you also have toothbrush wipes.
Yes. We came out, I think it's about 1.5 years ago. It revolutionized the market. They are the hottest thing. It is a little finger mitt that fits over 1 or 2 fingers. It's pre-moistened with the dental solution that will clean and will fight the bacteria on your dog's teeth. It's so simple. It allows you to bond with your dog. You can sit with him or her, and you put your fingers in and you move it around the gums and on the teeth. And you do that once or twice a day. And it is marvelous. It has a light peppermint smell, and you also freshen up their breath. But it's so important, that bacteria that can get into the bloodstream and also create the periodontal disease. So very important. Yes.
And you know what else? Your toothbrush wipes. That's exactly what so many vets recommend, because if you cannot brush your dog's teeth, because so many dogs, and again, I think about Mr. Zeus, he just would go nuts if I tried to brush his teeth. I did start when he was a puppy, but it was just always a battle. So my vet would always say, use gauze. Well, yeah, with using gauze, it gets caught on stuff. It unravels from your fingers. It's on his thing, it's on his tooth and stuck, and it's a disaster.
It gets on the nose. It gets all over the place. I know.
This is just put your fingers. It was so easy.
Exactly, because this is what happened with me. That's why I came out with it. I used to try to take the toothbrush to them. And then when I finally would get hold of one of them and I start brushing, of course, then I hit the brush into the gums. It starts to bleed. They're pulling away. And I'm apologizing. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, Callie. And it's always a disaster and you feel terrible. I said, no, we got to do something else. And I want to make sure that it is holistic and that that the product does what it's supposed to do. That's the most important thing. There's too many things out there on the market. And I honestly believe that people should not waste their money on things that don't do what they're supposed to do.
Well, your wipes do what they're supposed to do, and they do a great job. I even brought some to my vet, and he was really, really impressed. And it just made brushing Zeus's teeth so much easier. Now, you have a new product, a really new product since we talked. You have a balm. It's a BALM balm for dogs for their paws. Tell us about that.
Yes, we call it Jax and Cali Paw Protect. And what it is, it's a twist up jar, like a deodorant container. You twist it up and you rub that on the paws, just what we were talking about. So after you sanitize or clean the paws, it's great to put the balm on. It's not greasy. And what it does is it moisturizes, and especially in the hot pavement, which we all have this summer, to protect the dog's paws. And also, if you're going hiking or wherever you're doing, or if it's frigid weather, it's also great. It has wonderful products in it, and it's great for you too if you have calluses. You put the top back on. It has a dust cover top as well, so that you don't have to worry about anything touching it. And the best thing is that you don't take your own hands and then try to rub it on. This just glides on because it's in the container. And it has shea butter. It has coconut oil. I tell you, it has sunflower oil. And it also has hemp seed oil. It is wonderful, wonderful. You'll have to try it. I'll have to send it to you.
I would love to try it. How is it for dogs with allergies and specific paw allergies? Because I've gotten some emails recently about that.
It's fine. It's actually very good if they do have allergies. Jax has a very bad allergy. He chews his paws. He chews by his backside on the tail part. And he starts to take some of the hair off. And this is how I came out with this too. So what I do is I rub it on the back of the tail. He can lick it. There's nothing wrong with it. Anything that's in there is digestible. It's not a problem. And it soothes it, and it stops, and it helps. It doesn't completely stop, but it helps reduce the itch and that allergy. It's very, very good. All the products are very good for allergies as well. Because, like I said, Jax has quite a bit of allergies.
Well, I think they're all hypoallergenic.
Yes, they are.
So, and also, I know we talked about the wipes, but so many people have a preconceived idea that whatever wipe you get, if you rinse them, they'll be fine no matter what. But for other types of wipes, yours do not need rinsing. But for people wipes, baby wipes, even rinsing it, that doesn't do the trick.
No, you take off all of whatever on there that's supposed to work. And ours are also PETA approved, which is the agency itself. Our bunny ears are the true bunny ears. It's cruelty-free, and it's also vegan, which means that there are no animal parts used or animal oils so that the animal has to be killed in order to use that particular oil in this particular product. So that's what's meant by vegan, not that we want to eat it. It's that's the whole reason for that. But it is cruelty-free and vegan.
Okay, that's wonderful. Where can we buy the products?
Yes, Michelle, you can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them on Chewy. And you can also purchase them on our website, which is jaxandcali.com.
And you can also see pictures of Jax and Cali. They're
Yes.
so adorable on the website as well.
Thank you. Yes, they're on there as well. And then there's also a short video of myself explaining also the toothbrush wipes and some of our other products, and a little bit of resources that explains the periodontal disease, the stages in which it comes to help recognize. So it's a little educational as well, the website.
Gail, thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling us all about Jax and Cali wipes for the paw and the body, for the toothbrush wipes and the new pet balm.
Michelle, it was a pleasure. And should there be any other questions, I'd be very happy to come back. And I'm very happy to meet your audience and to be here with you.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And, have a happy and safe summer, and give Jax and Cali a little smooch for me.
I will. I look forward to seeing you, Michelle.
Thanks so much. I hope you guys had a chance to listen to the first Jax and Cali show. But if not, this show covered a lot and a little more, because now they have the pet balm. Their products are amazing. I've used them and love them. Being in South Florida, there's always all kinds of stuff on the ground, and I'm just in love with these wipes. They clean your pet's paw. It's easy. The body wipes are fabulous. They come individually wrapped, so it's so convenient. So be sure to check out Jax and Cali website. And if you're driving or something, you can also find a link to the website on the show page for this episode on PetLifeRadio.com. And I'd like to thank Mr. Z, even though he's not with us anymore, because I use Jax and Cali wipes on him like crazy. He has furry paws. For us pet owners that have furry paw babies, you have to use a wipe. It's just necessary. And thanks to Mickey, who has a little bit neater paws, but they still need a lot of attention. And my cats, I don't use the paw wipes on. They're mostly indoors. So thanks again to my guest for coming on Best Bets for Pets. Thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guest sound amazing. And a huge thanks to my wonderful Best Bets for Pets listening audience. Thank you so much. Any questions or comments, send them on Michelle at PetLifeRadio.com. Now keep listening. You never know what we're going to have coming up.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.